All right, good morning, everybody. If I sound all right and you can hear me audio-wise, hit that number 1, please. And if you can hear me and if I sound good audio-wise, there we go. Hoover, Jocko, Ty, Nathan, Compton. Bummer, Nass. Brad, Kyle, Kevin, Brett. All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, very quickly, for those of you that watch us in the archive, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. But also, if you want to have something to continue to watch, then this is totally viewer supported. And the way to support the stream and ensure that it continues is to use code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I use, I love, I recommend, Take Profit Trader. I think they're the king of the industry. But I do also understand people are at different, whether they're a beginner prop firm trader or experienced, everybody's at different locations. So maybe you're trying to do multiple firms. But either way, if you want to save some money, help support the stream, because Code Clay will give you whatever the firm is, whatever their current promotion is, Code Clay will get that for you. And like I said, it will help also support the stream. So thank you to all of you that have used it. And for those of you that are considering, I do appreciate it. All right. Ooh, maybe double top-ish right off the stream here. We'll see. We have the overnight high right here. But anyways, good morning, everybody. It is, what is today? It is Thursday. Thursday, April 29th. The year is 2026. And we're off to a more of a, I got yesterday wrong. So yesterday, my prediction for today was pretty mild up until 2 p.m. Eastern when the Fed announcement was made. But that is proven to be not a good thought on my part. Now, this isn't the most volatile of movements. I mean, this is still 20 points between these areas. But yeah, I mean, it's made some nice quality moves. Did I say Thursday? I said Thursday, didn't I? It is Wednesday, isn't it? Okay, take 2. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, April 29th. The year is 2026. There we go. So, sorry about that. But first time in payout territory, got my 50K up to... hey, let's go, Zach. Congrats, man. You going to take that payout then? But yes, well-cooked in account. Should I pay the reset? No, never. Never reset a pro account, Tilted Turtles. This is why we preach the Racehorse model around here. For the price of 1 pro reset, Tilted Turtles, you could buy like 5 or 6 test accounts. That is why the Racehorse model is this. So your test accounts are horses, pro accounts are racehorses. So you want to be building up a stable of racehorses so that if you do lose one of your racehorses, you don't have to be tested to reset it, or you don't have to be tempted to reset it. You just go grab one of your other racehorses from the stable, aka one of the other accounts that you've already passed. Then you have that ready for you. So I would say, like I said, the equivalent of paying for 1 pro reset is you could go buy 5 or 6 horses. Let's just say you're able to at least turn 2 of those into racehorses. Well, now you have 2 racehorses instead of just that 1. And that assumes that you only passed 2 out of the 5 or 6 that you were able to buy. So that is why, that is one of the reasons why the racehorse model, yes, there's a little bit of a time commitment because, yes, sure, it takes up time to get a few, tests passed, AK horses converted into racehorses. But I think the time investment is well worth it. For me, it's worked out very nicely, and I know many here are doing the racehorse model. And there are many benefits to it. So, yeah, I would, like I said, the best way I know how to quantify that is the price of 1 pro reset. You could go and get yourself 5 or 6 test accounts. But I can't race horses. Huh? Okay, I went back and looked. I spent. Yeah, look at Comp. Thank you, Compton, for sharing that. Compton is somebody that did not listen at first. And he sent me off the deep end. And that is exactly why he sent me off the deep end. Dude spent 23. Thank you again, Compton. Thank you. I know you've learned. I know you're doing the racehorse model now. 23,000 resetting accounts. But again, pro account resets are not cheap. They are not cheap. Well, on day 17, daily payouts, mostly small base hits, one of them each day, up to in the Brunning. Good job, Ty. Little, look at, I shouldn't even use the word little. Just gains like that add up. And I mean, that just shows how my mind is also corrupted by social media. I look at Ty's results, which is fantastic. In any other phase of life, like making that amount would be great. But of course, social media is filled with all 4 and 5 digit gains. So you look at Ty and like, oh, again, you can see it. My mind, I threw that word little out there. They're not little. That's fantastic. That just reveals the corruption of my mind from social media. Well, we got a couple things going on here. I was interested in a short up round here, but now I think I might have to change my tune because got a nice bull pennant forming. Do I play the bull pennant? I'm not sure. I'm totally okay with it just because the bull pennant is right now occurring near these the highs of the day. But I mean, if you were to tell me right now you're bullish because of that pennant formation, I'm definitely not going to call you crazy. That makes sense to me. You're scared to trade more. Well, then you better not trade anymore because scared money don't make money. Good job. I mean, Compton, that's fantastic. I'm glad you're able to recover that, but it kind of circles back to and I'm not trying to rain on your parade. I think you know where I'm coming from, just from an educational illustration. But imagine if you would not reset all those pros. Imagine how much more you would be in the green. Again, I'm glad you got your stupidity wiped away. Good job. But let this be a warning tale to other people. Yes, Compton, he did get back his pro resets, but the point is he would be so much further in the overall profit had he not done that. So, yes, the Racehorse model has many benefits, but like anything, there's always trade-offs, and the one trade-off to the Racehorse model is it does require a little bit of time up front because you got to build up your stables and all that. But it's one of those things where if you can't even take the time to do that, then something's wrong. You're wanting to make money way too quick. Yeah, Compton. I know. Compton is a bigger baboon than some here, but I'm glad he's working on it. All right. Well, we're considering just consolidating out. So yeah, the bull pennant here is still in play. Maybe I'll just leave it up here for a little while. So yeah, I actually traded some gold this morning. That is what that is right there, MGC. That is MNQ, and then no NQ trades for me today. So, but how are all your days going so far? Green, red, great, terrible, fantastic, worst day ever, best day ever, got a payout, no payout, first payout. The small hits are really a big, yeah, base hits add up. Uh-oh, Mustafa, that's not a good face. Red 184, that's not bad. Green, Wino, and there was nothing that I felt like I wanted to take an NQ trade with. Oh, sorry to hear that, Alex. All right, Abel, tiny green, a nuke. Thank you, Kevin, for using code Clay. Glad to hear you're green. Clicks an account. A pro account or a test account? Green today. Feel like passing. Yeah, Brad, that's good. That you're in your next phase where we all, well, I don't know about everybody, but I think a lot of people go through the phase where it feels like you can't even pass a test. Like there's no way that passing one of these eval tests is even possible. And then, yeah, you reach the point where it's like, okay, it's never easy, but you do get like, okay, yeah, this is no longer a problem. And then it can feel like, man, getting a payout seems impossible. But just remember, you also used to think that about passing a test. I got one more flip data pass, Ford BD accounts, building this. Nice job. All right, Zach, good to hear. All right, I should probably get this line out there officially because this is a line that you got to think everybody and their brother's uncle has drawn trend line wise. So can the price break up through there? Take the long. You take the long, Cole. I'm learning and taking notes. I'm at the stage of passing eval will never happen. Yeah, somebody give Tyler some encouragement. So he knows that it's just not me at my job. So I get it. So you're just telling people to do stuff and you're not willing to do it yourself. Gotcha. You're one of those folks. You're one of those folks, Cole. Hey, do that. Oh, so you're doing it? No. Oh. Hey, go jump off that cliff. Oh, you're going to jump off the cliff with... No. No, I'm at work. I can't jump off the cliff right now. I have been shorting the line. Well, looking like right now, maybe a short would be working, depending on if you're scalping or not. Just a recommendation. Like, I hear you. Thank you. But recommendations are a little bit more powerful if you're willing to put your skin in the game. Well, the trend line once again has smacked the price back down. And by the way, Cole, that's fine if you want to give a recommendation, but that's a very poor recommendation. Just saying go long is worthless. Here would be which brings up a fair question. Okay, Clay, what would be worthwhile then? If what I did is worthless, what would be worthwhile? A worthwhile recommendation would be to give me an entry point, to give me a stop loss, and to give me a target, and all three of those as numbers. That would be a worthwhile recommendation. But just to say go long, that's a terrible recommendation. That is so vague. So again, I appreciate it. I appreciate the recommendation, but moving forward, let's make sure they're at least worthwhile recommendations. Hey Jim, did you eat any of them? Did you do anything with the mushrooms? Did you eat some last night? I guess it would have been pretty late when you got home. Jimbo went mushroom hunting with me and some of the kids last night. He started off rough, real rough actually, but he pulled out of the funk. All right, do I try for the breakout or don't I? That is the question. I am in. Let's see if we can get this bull pennant breakout. Or is this trend line once again going to smack the price back down? Come on, bulls, push. And I'm long, just trying to play a good old-fashioned bull pennant breakout. And right now, that trend line has apparently done me dirty. Hey, the good morning, Vossen. See if it wants to recover back up. If it does, I'm going to add some more because that would be a nice looking candle. Come on. Getting close, getting close. I might add, like I said, green line, I'm looking to add some more. Okay, I did add. Come on now, let's go. Let's get the party started now. Come on. Come on now, brother. You're killing me, Petey. Come on. Let's get through that blue line. Come on. Go. 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 Come on. Go. Goodness. I know. I had a scalp a few times there, and I didn't take it. Great. Now my Trade platform is logging in and out again. Not how I wanted it. Do I add again if it comes back up? Maybe. But I don't know if it's going to be coming back up at this point. Wow. All right, I got to get out. All my gains gone, just like that. Oh, well, I try to trust the bull pennant. And to be fair, I was in the green. Yes, I could have lightened the load. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I could have done in hindsight. But I did not. Sometimes if you've been here long enough, you've seen me, well, I'll lock some in to at least put some green, reduce position size. But I chose to do none of the risk management on that. And then it cost me. So I look forward to those coming out now in hindsight telling me why they knew that was not going to be a true breakout. How's my day been? Well, it was going pretty good until that trade. Hey, JJ, congrats. Requested your first payout. That's fantastic. Good job, buddy. Thank you, Meech. Need both and inconvenience to align before I go long again. Roger that, Edison. Had I not added, I could have held. I would have probably held, tried to weather this potential storm. But when you add, you just increase that your risk that much more, and you just it's harder to hold through storms like that. So. Yeah, that's great, JJ. Happy for you. Hey, good morning. Vicus? Papacito, good morning. Burrow, good morning. I don't know. Do I try a long here off the 20 or 21 EMA? Man, that was a nice little setup too. Got up through the bull pennant, but just did not know there wasn't, again, from a scalper standpoint, that wasn't been a greening trade. But I did not choose a scalp. I was looking for it to at least get up and, potentially get rejected at the overnight high. But even if it got rejected there, that would have been okay, because that my average, I would have been on quite a bit lower. But yeah, it just could not get any more, just couldn't get any momentum. Disappointing, especially when it's the first trade of the stream. All right, well, let's see what we can do here. Reminder, 2 p.m. Eastern is the Fed announcement. I'm not even saying, just check your email. Whatever prop firm you're with, they may have rules about today's 2 p.m. Eastern announcement. With Take Profit Trader, if you're in the Pro or Pro Plus account, you may not be in the trade at 1:59 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, or 2:01 p.m. Eastern. That is only for Take Profit Trader people that are in a Pro or Pro Plus account. Hey, what about so-and-so? Check your email. That is the best part that is a part of your routine you should have for days like this. Because I don't want to get in trouble with you because I tell you something wrong about your specific prop firm. So, friendly reminder, make sure you check your emails, because this is one where, depending on your prop firm, if you are trading during the news when you're not supposed to, that is a rule violation, and that might be your account is toast. So make sure everybody understands your prop firm's rules with whatever prop firm you are with. I think I have to try again. We're right here at the 21 EMA. Okay, I'm in. See if we can get the bounce here off this area. It's already given me some thoughts that this could be I know. Clay, you got a scalpy scalp. I know. I am aware. Okay. Added some again. Looking for a bounce up off the 21 EMA. Hey, John. Hey, good morning, Random Hero. Oh, we're going to have one of these days, huh? It's been a while since I've had one of these days, though. We've had some good solid live streams, but we are not off to a good start at all. All right, I'm out. He's always green. Hey, Clay, you scumbag. Why are you always green? Hey, Clay, every time I sue you, you're green. This dude's a scammer. He hides the losses. He's always green. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-oh, what did Zooks delete? Again, I'll take that setup. In fact, yesterday I took a setup very similar to that, I think. Down 21 EMA. That's what that looked like at one point. Former area of support. So look at that. Former area of support. In an uptrend. Also now had the 21 EMA. Also had the 21 EMA being honored twice. So I was like, oh, okay. Let's get long. Nope, dump. Okay. Yeah, exact. Kyle's right. I'm actually doing this all on purpose so I can prove the people that accuse me of being a scammer. Now, now this is what happens, okay? This is the epitome of, like, in life, how you can never please everybody. Now the problem is, or now the, not a problem, but now the group that'll show up is, this dude sucks. Look at him, he's green. This guy doesn't know how to trade. Look how big he's red. Well, this dude just had 2 bad losers in a row. Man, this dude's a scammer. He does not know how to trade. Okay, now this is the crowd that will show up. Yeah, something to do with Valentine's Day. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm red. Right, exactly. I want to make an account and just try to surf Bollinger Bands. Go for it. Which this move here is just ridiculous, by the way. Like zero bounce off even the double whammy here of both the 200 period simple moving average and the 21 EMA. Didn't even care after already dropping all the way down, just right down through those two. Just a brutal pullback. What happened with Ninja Trader chatter? I was not aware that there was Ninja Trader chatter. Pull back to go bullish. I mean, I'm tempted to go long right here, but does that just makes almost too much sense for right now? Like right at the VWAP, right at this 50 period simple moving average, but yeah, who cares? Yeah, we don't care. We don't care about moving averages. The VWAP, pfft. No, we don't care. Wow. Well, this move down is cooking some people. For those that are not honoring stops and are starting to average down, eek. I thought I brought him in here just saying I had a bad experience with him. Oh, okay, gotcha. Broke everything on multiple time frames. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. Maybe drop off the kids here before you go, question mark. Or else just keep them in the car, period. Given none of them have tick clothes on. Hey, Clay, you will get it. Yeah, that's everything. That's everything right there. Don't leave that firm's name out of here, David. Never bring them up again. That's my thoughts. What I'm waiting for is like a hammer to form here, and then just for the hammer to get eaten alive too. And then it just suckers in more longs. Well, I guess that defines on how you depend on problem. Are they a problem in the sense of like everybody around me is getting Lyme disease? No. Are they a problem in the sense of there are ticks? Yes. David, you know who I love and recommend. Take Profit Trader, David. Go with Take Profit Trader. Stop overcomplicating your life. I'm short scalping to 180. I'm short scalps to 180. No trade plan. Wait, what? You just gave me a trade plan. You said you're short scalping to 180? Now, this wasn't the most beautiful of hammers, but that was still a hammer candle. And yeah, as of now, this thing is starting to get eaten away. Now, again, this was not the most beautiful of hammers, so I don't know if this necessarily suckered in a bunch of longs, but blew another eval. Well, AMS, this move here has been a tough one for anybody that was bullish, such as myself, that tried to buy this pullback, that was thinking this was a bull pennant. I mean, it was a bull pennant. It just failed as a bull. Well, it depends how you define failed. Like I said, this is all the nuance of trading. Did this bull pennant fail for scalpers? No. I could have had a scalpy scalp on the breakout. I could have also, I think, maybe not. I might be lying on this one. I don't remember. I might have been able to have a scalpy scalp here on a little bit of a bounce. But yeah, anybody that was looking for bigger follow through on any of these movements, yeah, they are all getting eaten alive, myself included. And I'm also the dent that put way too much trust in all this and that added. So it's just like I have been, yeah. I beg you, any second find. It's important. I need it for a school project, and I can't find it. Please. Well, I mean, brother, there are many other people here. Can you please, bearish engulfing? Just, what do you mean? For a school project, can't you just Google it? Come on, brother. Come on, dude. I mean, I guess I appreciate it, but dog, there are a lot of other people here. I mean, I can't be doing your homework. Hey, listen, I'm going to go into dad mode. I can't do your homework for you, son. Son, you got to go do your own homework. I mean, I can't, what kind of father would I be if my kids could look back and be like, Dad, you helped that kid cheat. You literally did his homework for him, and you're not supposed to. No, I'm not going to show you how to find it. This is what school is you got to problem solve. That's what school is trying to help you with right now. School doesn't help me. It's helping you right now, literally. You just don't realize it. You are now in a situation where you don't know how to do something. So school is now requiring you to figure out how to do this thing. Again, I'm in dad mode right now. Son, I assure you that life is filled with, I'm not quite sure how I need to do X. But you know what? I've been here before. I know how to figure out how to do X. That's where you're at right now. So school is quite literally helping you right now. Yeah, got you. You don't know how to find it. Oh, the reverse psychology. He's bringing in the reverse psychology. He's waving his finger right now, thinking he's using a Jedi mind trick on us all. Yeah, that's it. You got me. I don't know how to do it. That's it. Yep. Busted. Got him, coach. He got me. He cooked me right up. Woo! Cooked me right up. My biggest takeaway from college was the ability to problem solve. Yeah, I think college has a lot to do with anything. It's an exercise in time management too, right? Especially at a huge school. You don't have to go to class if you don't want. Nobody's going to hold your hand. So you can either show up or not. Do you want to study or do you? I mean, yeah, that's ultimately kind of what it is. Well, maybe we got a little bit of sense back in the market. If target is reached in days with rule building on the day, do we? Okay, you just deleted your message. Okay, I was reading it and then, okay. Because I'm a dent, I'm going to try a short here. See if we can get a rejection off the 21 EMA. But who knows? This is probably the resumption of the uptrend, and I'm just, it might be a clay fade day. So this might be a long. I am 0 for 2 on the stream so far. Yeah, you have to do 5 days. So it sounds like you'll need to do some flip trades for flip days. Put my first target down there. I know, Clay. You got a scalpy scalp, true, but I mean, not a very big one. But yeah, I think the play right here is probably have gone long because it is. I think we're gonna have a clay fade day. It's been a while. But unfortunately, they happen to all traders where it's just like, if I would just do the opposite of what I think I should do, I'd be having a great day. Once come to the red line, I'm adding. Again, I still think this, I don't know if this thing wants to revisit these lows, but I'm going against this thing going straight back up, which, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this thing, because it's just the way the market is today, will now just go straight up with no single red candles. I guess we'll see. Okay, added. Put a couple targets out there. Come on. Come on. Okay. I might. Got also close to my first target. Did not fill me and is now bounced. Come on. You got to be kidding me. Okay. Okay. Is Newcher talking at 2? No, I think it's still Paul. I think it is his last meeting. Yeah, I think it's the last one too. Yeah, if it flushes now, I'm not going to be a happy camper. Clay, do you feel okay when you blow one account, but then you perform good on 4 to 5 different accounts? Well, yeah, I mean, again, I look at my prop firms or my prop accounts as each account as a trade itself. So, in other words, Popsy, to what you just asked me was, hey, if you have one losing trades and then you have 4 to 5 good solid trades, how do you feel about that day? I would say, well, I feel fine about that day. And I had the scalpy scalp, but even on the scalpy scalps, it's not like I was up like, dude, you were up like $300 on a scalpy scalp. It's not like I'm even that much in the green. Well, are you a beginner, O'Dane? Are you a beginner, O'Dane? Are you a beginner? Let's just start there. Beginner to the prop firm space, that is. I'm sorry. I should have been more specific. Are you a beginner to the prop firm world? Okay, well, then take Profit Trader. It's really that simple. That is my opinion. That literally is my opinion. I know you say take Profit Trader is the best for beginners, and I'm basically a beginner, but what about no. That is my answer. What's considered a beginner? Somebody that has never traded a prop firm before. Or is, yeah. Well, I don't know. That would be the very simplistic definition. Well, I guess on the bright side of things, at least it did not just flush back down. But yes, when 5 minutes look like this, yeah, I struggle. I was bullish here, got cooked, thought, okay, well, I mean, if this thing's going to basically V-shape back up, I'll be in trouble. And as of now, it is essentially going straight back up. So yeah, when movements like this happen and I have the wrong bias, yeah, that's why I have 3 losing trades. 0 for 3 on the stream. I'm a beginner to the prop firm world using blue 2 accounts because I'm too used to paper trading. Yeah, like I said, for the beginner, again, my position is take Profit Trader because they have a very straightforward set of rules. Again, O'Dane, you're not asking the right question. I'm not here to argue or debate. My position is the position, and this is exactly what I mean. You think, well, yeah, but you can pass in 2 days. Yes, but how many days does it take you to get your first payout? We've had this conversation before, but like, you're asking the wrong question. You're focused on the wrong things. If you're focused on, well, how many days until I can pass? No, okay, O'Dane, just stop. You're talking crazy now. Day 1, no, nobody gets paid in day 1. The proper question to ask is how many days will it be until I'm eligible for a payout? No, okay, O'Dane is gone. At least in timeout. Goodness. Do a little more listening, my friend. A little bit more listening. Nobody is you get paid in 1 day. None of them. So the question that you should ask to beginners is not, well, how long until I can pass? It's no, how many days until I get a payout? Because, for example, some prop firms will say you can pass in 1 day. But in all actuality, until you're eligible for a payout could be 8 or 9 days. So sure, you can pass the test in 1 day, but you're not eligible for a payout until 8 or 9 days. Take Profit Trader, a lot of people see the 5 days. Wait, it's a 5-day minimum test period? Well, I can go with such and such and pass in 1 day. Yeah, but with Take Profit Trader, you can get payouts on day number 1 of your pro account. So in all actuality, days until eligible for a payout, 6 days with Take Profit Trader. Other ones would be longer. Even though you can pass in 1 day, there's other things you have to do before you'd be eligible for a payout. So the question to ask is not how many days is the test period. Just ask how many days, if things go perfectly well, will I be eligible for a payout? What is Alexis? What is Alexis talking about? Wait, you're super dim. Don't have any of your other tabs. What? What is? Did the camera go fuzzy? What's going on here? Is the screen dimmed? Hey, Jimbo. 17-week bill auction at 11:30. I wonder if. What do you mean it's dim? Oh, Dom. No, we're good. He meant Dom. Yeah, the Dom's over there just for the MNQ because that's what I'm on the vast majority of the time. Never bring up that one prop firm's name, bullish god. Lucid, fine. Not the other one. Never bring up that firm's name here. A bunch of clown show over there. Crazy what a little typo can do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe was that the bond thing? Hey, Clay, have you been watching the Atlanta Brave highlights every night? David Reeves, that is a very fascinating question. What in the world, what would you lead? I'm asking out of curiosity. Why in the world would you think that I'd be watching the Atlanta Brave highlights every night? Never trade gold. No, I trade gold. These are actually my gold trades right there. That's from some MGC. I use Tradeovate and TradingView. Yeah, I just use Tradeovate. Best team in baseball currently. Okay, but like what makes you think that I'd be watching their highlights every night? I should answer your question. No, I do not watch the Atlanta Brave highlights every night. So I should answer that question. I do not. I'm just vastly curious on where that question came from. No, no. I mean, I played tons of sports growing up, but I don't really care about sports that much anymore. I got better things to do. Well, I really want to go long here, but does that mean that it's actually a short? Do I do opposite? Again, I want to go long, but I think that means I should go short. Clay, what prop did you say to stay away from? Okay. I'm going to make this very simple. As long as you're with any of these props, then you'll be okay. Any of these, you're okay. Don't worry about this prop that I am not a fan of in the least. As long as you use any of those, you are good to go, Papacito. Okay? So there you go. AMS, didn't you, if I remember you right, didn't you just get in a trade in like 3 weeks ago? Did you use code Clay, Papacito? I do have a code with Alpha Futures. Please tell me. Please. Didn't I what? Just start trading like 3 weeks ago. They're scumbags, Philly. And I've let me put it this way. There's been some interactions with them that would make me feel very, very, I've seen how they've treated certain people. I've seen how they treat me. So I can tell there is this mentality in management, which has just got sleazeball written all over it. You've been trading a year. Okay, so yeah, you're brand new. Let me put it this way. There was a completely irrelevant video to them, and this was a few years back, where I got like threatened legally, like, hey, take this down or else. And the stubborn part of me was just like, wait, what? No, but it's just like, wait a second. Okay, is this really worth the headache and okay, whatever. So like that sort of mentality, I have zero respect for. I think reveals a lot into the depths of a management process that makes them bold-faced, untrustworthy in my view. And then for other reasons too. And I mean, this is played out time and time again. So I think management has a very scum-like approach to things. And like I said, I am... So is it some of it me being a little bit jaded? I suppose, but at the same time, I do think my premise holds up that reveals a very scum-like attitude. Oh yeah, I should have shorted. See? And then when I do the things I should have done, I don't do them and it would have worked out fine. Alexis, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you don't mind mapping everything out in the same message, that's easier to follow. But yeah, like there's several messages coming in. So when your trade plan is scattered amongst, the chat box, it's hard to follow what's actually going on. Okay, I'm about to get long here, which means everybody needs to get short. Okay, I'm long. Hammer candle at the 21 EMA. Come on. Maybe I should just scalpy scalp this just to say I got to win. But I'm too stupid to do that. You talking about all of these long wicks? I like that. I like the nice bounce right off the 21 EMA. Well, never mind. That's true, Nas. That's true. I'm going to add there. Come on. Push. Can I at least get one target hit? Like just one today would be great. Just one. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Now keep pushing. Go. Took out another one. Go! Go! Hit me there. Okay, got my stop in green territory. So this will be a green trade. Just a question of how big of a green trade, because I don't know how high this up. Okay. And just like that, out. But hey, this, okay, maybe I'm not a total idiot. About time. Thank goodness. Goodness. Again, just what is this? That was a nice little hammer candle at the 21. I thought, you know, it's just... Yeah, thank you, Sean. Thank you for the reminder. We are aware, but yes. Could have waited, but nicely. Well, yeah, Alex is a could have. Yes, the could have game can be played for anything. You and I could have bought Bitcoin 30 years ago for 50 cents a coin, you know? Well, and then it just comes right back down. So, I don't know. Hey, son. Yeah, if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. Would love to get this up over 100 likes at this junction. So if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, if you could hit that like button, that would be great. See if we can get a little momentum in the like section. Get this thing up over 100 likes. That would be beautiful. Well, yeah, and you have to. Now, I do like the word could way better than will, right? Anybody that says something will happen is obviously they have no idea what's going on because that implies there are guarantees. There are no guarantees. So that's very hard because that move right there, anybody that was playing that the way I was, that move back down probably kicked people out of the trade. Not everybody, I'm sure, but kicked everybody out, and then up it goes. Just tough. Hey, bald eagle. But anyways, so yes, I would rather have somebody use the word could instead of will. But at the same time, the could thing can be taken to very dramatic ends, right? Because if you play the could game too much, then you may never get out of bed. Because if you get out of bed, you could get hit by a bus. But then again, if you stay in bed all day, you could, I don't know, not have good blood circulation, then your legs fall off, Take profit trader is one of the lowest commissions, especially on micros, Johnny. So I would say they charge way less than the other ones. How's the 12,000 square foot house coming along? I don't know. You'd have to ask the person building a 12,000 square foot house. How goes your day, Clay? Not good. I would have moved my stop loss by a fraction. Me what? No, you're talking to the wrong guy. If you're asking somebody about a 12,000 square foot house, you'll have to go ask the person doing a 12,000 square foot house. Yeah, 12K is huge. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, who is this AMS guy talking about? It ain't me, that's for sure. I'm building a 20,000 square foot house, so I don't know who this 12,000 square foot house he's talking about. Yeah, exactly. He must just mean the basement. Exactly. 12,000 square feet. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think he just means the master bathroom. Will we hit 27,300? Yes, we will at 12:02 p.m. Eastern and 17 seconds. Okay, this is... like, this is just a nasty candle. Like, just doing now the longs so dirty. Remember, at one point, this was a nice, beautiful green breakout candle. Breaking out of all these highs. Now look at it. So if you were somebody that was buying the breakout on the 5-minute, I don't blame you. I can see what you're doing. You're thinking, okay, we were having a nice recovery, a little bit of a dip. Let's keep moving. And then we were moving, so I can see there we go. And now you're looking at that sort of candle. Brutal stuff. That's right, Philly. I just trade the open and short only. Hey, if that's what works for you, go for it, brother. Hey, there's our Play-Doh eater master, JP. Hello, JP. Well, I don't think this. Yes, when he announces, there will be some movement. I don't think it'll be that much movement though. Just because yesterday people were saying that like the market has 100% like. Well, let me put it this way. If the market announces no change, which I think that's 100% what the odds are, then I don't think there'll be much movement. Now, if it cuts or raises rates, like mass chaos will ensue. But I'm not expecting much movement just because I think they're going to announce no change, which is what everybody's expecting. Therefore, no surprises. But then the speech, which starts at 2:30, that's where things can get a little bit more squirrely. And then, yeah, there's also... Huh? Which is... I think my platform froze up too. What time is it? Okay, that's kind of Okay, now the longs definitely got cooked. Anybody that was, like I explained, playing that 5 minute, and if they were just trying to hold and weather the storm, yeah, they're now cooked. So that was, Yep. Longs certainly just got cooked there. Okay, well, I would not say that was getting cooked, Hoover. Yeah, I got cooked, brother. I lost $20. Hey, Hoover, good job. You lost $20, but that's not exactly what I'm referring to about getting cooked. Put down the paint, Hoover. Put down the paint, brother. Oh, man, people got absolutely roasted. Yep, I did. I lost $7.32. Huh? Put down the paint can, Hoover. Another short. That doesn't mean anything. Where are you getting short? Give us a number. Where is your stop loss? Give us a number. Where is your target? Give us a number, Alexis. You're just saying stuff. Trump rejects Iran offer. That's not new news though. That's already been out there, right? But I don't know. We're just living in Jerry Springer show. Okay, I mean that's understandable, Alexis. But what I'm just telling you right now is that like it may not be in your okay. Let's. Did it? Okay, Josh. Yeah. Like officially, I thought I already saw on Twitter that he was just like, no, he's not going to do anything. So I would assume oil is going up right now then. By the way, oil jumped yesterday in Iowa. In Iowa, it's now $3.99. Like last week Monday, it was $2.97. Then went to I think $3.29. Then went like a day later to $3.79, and then just yesterday jumped another 20 cents to $3.99. So the tax increase is in full effect. Am I about to get stupid? I am about to get stupid. No, no. Get out. Don't do it. The battle's real. Don't do it. Don't get stupid, Clay. Don't get stupid. Considering Powell's last speech at 2:30 today is going to be... Well, I don't know. I think that's an interesting point. Maybe the market does not care at all about Powell's speech because it's like, well, this guy, he's not in charge anymore. So maybe it'll be one of the most boring speeches because for that reason. I don't know. I think that's what makes it interesting. Don't get stupid, Mintmont. Oh, yeah. Longs are dead a long time ago. Powell hikes, yeah. Well, he does need the governor. He does need votes, so he can't just wave a wand and increase them himself. So even if he wanted to, he can't single-handedly. CENTCOM has prepared for a short wave of strikes. Ugh. Just such a stressor. It's so annoying. Literally, first time in my 43 years of life ever building a house. And we break ground like within a few days of this war breaking out with a country that has a lot of oil, blah, blah, blah. Ugh. I guess I got to look at the bright side. At least a lot of our materials were already ordered. But... yeah, so frustrating. So just annoying. Just annoying. Wow. There it goes. Major cost. I mean, I don't know, but it's just frustrating, right? When you're talking to the flooring guy on Saturday, he's like, "Yeah, well, I gotta get another price for you because the lumber mills are now saying it's probably going to be an 8 or 9% increase." Which is what drives. So he's like, "Wait, what? But there, you're okay. Wood flooring. What does wood and oil have to do with one another?" Well, yes. Wood needs to be delivered. Machines need oil, etc., etc., etc. Which always... So here's the quickest way for somebody to say, I don't understand economics at all, without saying, I don't understand economics at all. Well, I'm good to go. I don't care about any of this because I drive an electric car. Again, tell me you don't understand a shred of economics without saying that by thinking that you will not be impacted by higher oil prices because you drive an electric car. Oh boy. Back to economics 101 for you. Well, I don't know. Back to would imply that they were there in the first place. Just get into economics 101, please. That's true, David. That's true. It's so frustrating, though. Because that 8 or 9% increasing that I have to pay now for flooring, it's like, well, I could have used that, someplace else. Well, right now, VWAP is holding steady. See if we can get a short up there, which means it's probably about to bust through. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. Come on. Come on. Dude, what's up with getting so close to my initial targets, which are never even that aggressive, and it won't... Why is it so difficult today? This is wild. See what I mean? Look at that. What did I do to you, Marky? I sent you a Christmas card. Thank you, Marky. And then right back up. You got, I mean... All right, I want him. This has got to be a winning trade. I don't even care. If it comes up and stops me out, so be it. I don't care anymore. This is just... Just drop, though, brother. Drop. Dump. Come on. At least hit that next one. Hit me. Hit me. You don't know me. I'm going for more. Don't judge me. I'm a greedy pig. And you're going to stop me out anyway, so who cares? Who cares? What's the... Just who cares? Good thing I... I know I say this a lot, but there's always new people, so I want to just keep this in context. I laugh, I chuckle, not because I don't want to come across like I'm not treating this seriously, but for me, as I've explained, it's a coping mechanism. Sometimes laughing for me helps me prevent from just losing my mind full blown and going on tilt. So again, I don't laugh out of from an unserious heart. I laugh from a coping heart. Somebody that's learned over the years that a good way for me to kind of deal with the emotions and deal with the voices of wanting to go on tilt out of pure frustration is just to laugh about it. Because it is a totally fair point. If you have zero context, you're like, okay, this guy's clearly not serious. He's just laughing about all this. I get that. I get that. Hence the explanation. Hey, Danny. We're laughing with you, not at you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's a good clarification. Looks like I came at an interesting moment. I would say so. Whoa, all right, gold. For you gold traders, I'm not touching this, but like a potential double top here. Not only do you have the high of that candle, you also have VWAP right there, so I don't know. So with the way my day's been going, this probably means a breakout. Because I'm thinking like double top, maybe a short, which means this thing's probably about to explode upwards. So yeah. Have you ever slapped? I have never slapped myself. See? It's a clay fade day. Well, congrats to everybody that faded me. As I said, you should have, because, hey, you got your breakout now. Congrats. Please send me a Kwanzaa card. It hurt too. I'm going to attempt to buy at 255. Okay, and then where's your stop going to be, Cody? So entry point at 255, where will your stop be? Dude, we're only an hour and 20 minutes in. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I was like, okay, we must be nearing the 3-hour mark of this stream. No, we're an hour and 20. Oh, boy. All right, Cody, you have my respect. A man that's willing to map out a trade plan in real time. You have my respect. Thank you, Jay Haas. Target prices. All right, Cody. Cody is officially a courageous and therefore a respectable person. Even if that turned out to be right, Cody, that's all right. We appreciate you having the courage. Once again, in these parts, I understand why some people don't want to give a trade plan because they think they're going to get attacked if they're wrong. And that may be the place in many parts of the internet, but not here. If you are attacked, that person will be banned so quickly. Because the people attacking are the ones that they don't ever give trade plans. They just run their mouth. Short here, 251, target. All right, look at the Nas. That a boy, Nas. Bro, stop trading before Fed speech. Why? I've traded many times before Fed speeches and done just fine. So why would I not trade? Why would I not keep trading? We'll be short at 279. Stop. All right, JP. That a boy. Mr. Plato. Correct, Phoenix. Correct. Yeah, that's fair, JP. At the end of the day, the two numbers I'm most concerned about are the stop and the entry. Because yeah, the target can be a little bit like that. Gold, short gold at 40 minutes. All right, Philly. Look at this. Look at this place filled with actual practical followable. I think I just made that word up. Trade plans. So much better than the lip flappers. So does this mean oil's pulling back right now then, after the big move up? Yep. Ooh, Doxol. Oh, don't do it, Clay. Stop. Clay, what are you doing? Stop, brother. Don't do. Oh no, I think I got to try that yellow line. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on that for a long. On oil, which means I guess it's gonna, since today is a clay fade day, which means it's probably gonna dump through there. Stop it, Deadeye Dave. You're not a lip flapper. You know that. Stop. Okay, now I feel like I'm back in my stock days trying to watch 18 different charts all at once. So annoying. Good job, Cody. And it's fun to be able to say good job and know that, like, you mapped that all out ahead of time. So that's awesome, man. Good job. Is MNQ the same as SPY? Well, in what sense? No, it's not the same because one is futures, the other is an ETF that trades in the stock market. So no, they're not the same. The market always enter a state of strong turmoil before Fed speech. Well, can you define strong turmoil? What does that mean? I mean, to be fair, it is possible that it always does that. That's why I'm asking him to define strong turmoil. Because maybe he defines it in a way where, okay, that's true. That does always happen. But I don't know what he means by strong turmoil. I think he means volatility. Well, I mean, honestly, that's the exact opposite. The vast majority of the time, keyword vast majority, not always, the market is actually pretty slow. Pretty not a whole lot because the entire market is waiting to see what happens. So no, if he does mean high volatility, the opposite would actually be true. And it would certainly not be the case that is always, again, his words, not mine. Now, if he means turmoil as in like bad, as in prices go down. But again, that's why nuance matters, right? You have to define terms or else people can talk past one another. So at this point, I'm willing to be open-minded to the fact that maybe there is always strong turmoil, but we got to figure out what strong turmoil means. I thought it was a joke play on the oil market during a Fed speak. Oh, I don't know, James Jones, maybe. maybe he's being clever with his words. Day trading options does not make any mathematical sense. Because I'm sure all I have to say to you is theta, and you'll just be like, oh, I hate theta. But yeah, there is no theta in futures. They are contracts, but these contracts do not have theta. If you're an options day trader and you're like, what's theta? Oh, that's such a big red flag. I can't tell you the size of that red flag other than it's big. All right, Cody. Sorry, I just got an email from the cabinet person. Let's see. Rate going by 2 p.m. Rate going up. If you are right and it is not, so in neither direction. If it's either a rate cut or a rate increase, things will be insane for sure. Okay, not for sure because that means like guaranteed. Odds are very, very, very likely that if the Fed actually does not keep it the same, it's going to get wild. Hi, mate. How am I? I'm not doing too well right now. I've been better. But you know what? I woke up this morning, so it's a green day. I woke up, green day. I mean, I think that's what the market thinks. Somebody said yesterday it was 100%. Like, literally everybody is like, yeah, 100% rates stay the same. But then the other tricky part is the speech. Usually the speech is where things can really get squirrely. But as people have pointed out, well, it's his last speech. So, like, is the market just going to be like, well, what you say right now really doesn't matter because there's going to be somebody new that comes in? So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Hey, thanks, Skeletor. The first move is a fake out. Well, you think it's a fake out. You think the first move is a fake out. Well, I don't even know what first move you're talking about. So maybe you're just highlighting what's already happened, to be fair. FOMC expansion. I don't know what that means. So you think they're going to raise interest rates? Good job, Raspberry. Not getting caught in any chop. Tomorrow will be interesting after the speech is digested. Well, that's my point, Hoovers. I don't even know if the speech will be digested. Because I can see people saying, I don't care about this speech because it's literally its last speech. So there's nothing to digest. We got to wait for the new guy. All right, JP. And now we're dropping. Okay. New guy, Trump puppet. I mean, maybe, but there is I don't know about obviously, but it is still a Fed vote. So I don't think he's replaced every single governor, right? All the Fed or whatever they're titled. I think they're the governors, Fed governors. Is that their right term? I am interested in a short if it wants to bounce back up, but getting short down here seems like a chase. But I'm going to try to trade what I think is the start. Well, I mean, overall, this. So we've had this, we've had this, we've had this. Will it come back up and maybe do something like this? Given my track record, probably not. It will probably come up and then keep going up. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, maybe they're chair people. I don't know. Goblins. Fed goblins. All right, I'm going to look for a double bottom down around here. Gargoyles. All right, Jay Haas, thanks for the clarification. All right, looking for basically a double bottom at that point. I am trying to catch a knife, but it's not a random knife catch. It has bounced from this area before. So not looking for anything crazy, just want to get filled here and then see an 80-point bounce in the next 2 minutes. So I have a very realistic trade plan right now. All right, if that green line turns blue, I'm in. Come on, double bottom. No, come down a little bit more. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, strong fluctuations often occur due to the withdrawal of liquidity before his speech. Well, I mean, as a trader, I like volatility, though. What I don't like as a trader is, like, where there are no strong fluctuations. I do like fluctuations. I can't speak for all day traders, but I think day traders like fluctuations. Because what's the alternative to strong fluctuations? Like, small fluctuations, no fluctuations, like small little range-bound, choppy nonsense market. So for you, now to be fair, I get for you, maybe you are like a range. I don't know what you do where you don't like volatility, but I like volatility. So back to your point, I have no problem conceding that for you and your strategy, maybe trading before Fed speeches because of strong fluctuations, you don't want to trade. But like I say this with all due respect, my friend, we don't all trade like you. Like everybody's got different strategies. So for some people, what you described has them drooling at the mouth. Like, oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Hey, Sean. I don't know. I want to try along again, but I don't know if my ego can take it. If my first attempt, I didn't quite get filled, and then it bounces, and then the second time is where it dumps, and then... I would rather not gamble at the end of the day if the market isn't responding in a way I'm more... Not fair. That's, yeah, Cody. It's fair. I feel like the money on every day is getting short the Russell because institutions get out before the speech. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be an interesting experience to track. Maybe, brother, your risk management is less than me. Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I have zero problem with that. That, yeah, I would say that is it. We have different forms of risk management because we are both with different strategies. And you don't play for a long term. That is also, well, I don't know how you define long term, but yeah, if I'm going to trade for more than 7 seconds, I start to sweat bullets and crack walnuts. What do I think about trading gold? Well, I don't know. That would be a you question. I cannot speak for you, unfortunately. If you trade gold and get constantly steamrolled, probably shouldn't trade gold. If you trade gold and you're doing very well, well then, I don't know. I'm an idiot, but somebody that trades gold and is doing very well, I think that person should trade gold. But again, I am a buffoon. A buffoon who is also a baboon. I was asking about you, not me. Right. But what's relevant for you would be you. Hence, you. Gold usually wrecks me. So for slow morrow, it sounds like you should probably not be trading gold. Yeah, I quit. Well, hey, you know, to me that seems like a logical sequence. This thing is wrecking me. I better just probably maybe find something that doesn't wreck me. That's good. Wish Clay was my high school teacher. I'd make you cry every day, though. Your parents would be complaining to the principal about me. He made my son cry. He called him a dented baboon in front of all his friends. He's got a couple walnuts on his desk. I don't know what that represents. But sometimes he throws walnuts at us. You don't know about cracking walnuts, Cody? Come on, boy. If you was a teacher, what would you teach? Math, English, or finance? I would teach Greek mythology. Name calling was a That's right. That's right. Okay. This might spin out of control quickly, but good grief. Look at this tread line. Is that the short? Maybe. Stand on the desk, English teacher. Yeah, some people, if I was a teacher, like, you know, the stereotypical thing is, oh, you bring your apple, or you bring your teacher an apple, right? No. You bring me a couple walnuts. That's what you bring me. All right, here we go, maybe. Do we get the dump? That is the question. Dude, if I was a teacher, I would have parents constantly. Like here, like could you imagine the parent-teacher conferences? Who's your kid? Oh, it's Johnny. Oh, Johnny's one of the more dented baboons I've ever met. The guy is soft. He constantly gaslights and plays the victim card. You as parents are failing him. Toughen up on him. Next. Stick around, Cody. You'll figure it out. Stick around, brother. HR, it's just all about the different... It depends on the strategy, HR. I'd be the cool... Well, that depends how you define cool. Some would definitely... deem me the mean teacher, the jerk. He called me a rusty baboon. Yeah. And a family therapist. Okay, well, I must have missed that news. There was news that came out that Barron Trump is inside trading. Like, not speculation, but actual proof. The SEC came out with proof. It's breaking? Oh, I thought you meant that's breaking news. Yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering if this is a fake breakdown, though. And if this is actually a long. And it's about to trick a bunch of people. Maybe myself included. I'm going for a long. Let's see if this is just a fake break of this trend line. Like, that is a serious question, by the way. David's asking a question in a way as if something is true. Which could be true. But I'm like, I was not aware that there was some sort of, like accusation with proof from the SEC against Barron Trump. But again, there's so much news these days, it's very possible that maybe I missed it. But the framing of his question makes me think that maybe I missed some news. Well, that just summarizes my day. Hey, it's breaking, but you know what? I think it's a fake breakdown, so I'm going to try to go long. No, it was a real breakdown. There's my day summarized right there. Hey, Clay, how's your day going? Just like that. Do the opposite of me. That's my day. Clay fade. Okay, so there is no news out there. It was reported on Wall Street Journal. Okay. Can somebody confirm? Or are you lying right now, David? I recognize your name and you have a bit of a trolling history, which is why I'm a little hesitant that the Wall Street Journal reported. Or is this just an opinion piece, David? If this is a lie, David will be banned. Because he already has a track record of being very weird here, and it's looking like... But I don't know, maybe they did report something, but I'm not seeing anything. So... looking like I need to warm up the ban button for David. Can't find anything. Yeah, neither could I after that little search. Can't find anything recent. Yeah, looks like he's just trolling. Whoa, hey, okay. Dude, are you kidding me? I literally try to play this as a look. Now, I didn't totally fail. At least I required the price come up here, so I never even got long. But to think at this point, I was like, okay, let me try to play a fake breakout or breakdown. What? Why? Why does he? I don't know. Some people are just bizarre. He's been gone for a while and shows up and just goes right back to acting like a weirdo. I don't get it. So in terms of David Calder, what do you guys think about David Calder being bankrupt? What do you guys think about David Calder being bankrupt? What are your thoughts on that? David Calder being the guy that was just talking about Barron Trump. What are you guys' thoughts on David Calder bankrupting his family? Thoughts? Somebody just asked about that video. Who was that? Okay, whoever asked about it, here we go. Here's my platform setup. Yeah, the guy is just a troll. Committed just an absolute logical fallacy in the framing of that question. Just like I committed a logical fallacy when I asked the question about him being bankrupt. I just presupposed that he was bankrupt. It's like, well, wait a second. So, anyways, moving on, brother. So I guess oil. Oh, no. Did I miss out? Please don't tell me to hit that yellow line. Okay. That would have been bad. So it never did go down and hit my yellow line that I was watching before recovering. So I don't feel bad about that. David, why'd you bankrupt your family? A lot of people here are not happy with that. A simple Google search brings up your name and the fact that you bankrupted your family. So what? The chat did not have good thoughts on that. There is no link. He's a troll. He's a dent. I will give him credit. Oh, I see. He's one of the, I will give credit. Some trolls are just like not very interesting as trolls, but he's kind of an interesting troll. So that's why I like to keep him around. He's interesting. I'll give credit's due. All right. We're getting a little, maybe a hammer candle here. How am I making out? Not very good today. Now the market separates the real traders from the noobs. Oh yeah? Does it? That's the link, poor men. If this V-shape back up, I'm going to be sad. We'll see what happens. I mean, this looks like potentially another news thing, or let's see, how much of a drop was this? 200 down to, okay, we're not even at 50 points yet. Just as a reminder, yes, thank you, Timbo. Yeah, very good reminder. I don't want to say, things are going to get spiky after the close today because who was it? Facebook, Google, Amazon, and Microsoft has earnings, and so at least the Nasdaq, the ES should care about it too, but it'll get a little jumpy. Manipulation? No, this is just supply and demand. Supply and demand. Anybody that has led you to thinking that this is all manipulated, just run the other way. We are in a market. A market is made up of sellers and buyers. Sellers and buyers need to negotiate and reach a price. That's what we're witnessing right now. We are in the middle of an auction. That's all the market is. It's an ongoing auction. You have the bid, you have the offer. Sure you did, David. I'm sure you did. Good job, David. I missed drop because I was making food. Well, I think you're kind of presupposing that like you would have actually done well in the drop. How do you know that you would not have bought before the drop or bought too high? You know? I do this. I think we all do that. We see a huge move and then we presuppose we would have crushed it. And we're like, oh, I missed an epic move. It's like, well, who says you would have played that epic move the right way? You know? We all do it. So in other words, don't feel too bad about it because for all you know, maybe you just avoided just getting crushed. Sellers and buyers don't move a market. Oh yeah, that was a classic. Yeah, exactly. It's only exactly. That is kind of weird. When people are losing money, those are the days where, for some reason, those are manipulated days. Traders are the best hindsight quarterbacks. Yeah, it is very easy to hindsight trade for sure. And it's very easy to make money in hindsight also. Any tips on not holding losing trades for too long and accepting defeat? Yeah, just, okay, I can't talk right now. Okay, right here. Back test of the trend line and the 21 EMA is right there. Come on. No. What is this? The penny stocks? Oh man, the good old naked shorts. You knew you spent some time on message boards with penny stocks if you know to reference the naked shorts. You got to be kidding me. Look at that, right off the 21 EMA. Holy smokes. I don't know why I was not there. Okay. Well, what was really weird to me, maybe I am an idiot. Perhaps a coincidence. But like over all my early years in the penny stock world, it was crazy how it was always the naked shorts' fault. And then if you fast forwarded 3 or 4 months, all of a sudden it was like, oh, the CEO was diluting shares. So it wasn't naked shorts that was sending the price down. It was the company diluting. Or that was insiders whose shares just became available to sell and they were dumping. Oh, that's what caused. It was amazing. Again, maybe that was just a coincidence. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I am just a total idiot to think that naked shorts were being blamed when it was actually the company diluting their share structure. But I'm an idiot, so that probably wasn't the case. What a push, because you can't trade. Huh? Are rug pulls a real thing? Yeah, like we could pull, if we wanted to, we could pull off a rug pull as a group. We could all go find some low volume penny stock, everybody load up, and then all of a sudden, if somebody just wanted to dump and stop buying, sure. But like to think that like a bank is controlling the entire S&P 500 or the entire NASDAQ is just silly talk. That's true, Philly. I did supposedly. That is true. Don't call you. Well, I'm an idiotic baboon. It's all controlled by algo trading. Well, that would depend on how you define controlled. Yeah, ace trades. I think we have 3 ace trades now. So I am getting all sorts of confused with ace trades. No, I'm a buffoon. No, see, I'm a baboon who is a buffoon. Algos dictate the market. Yeah, and who controls the algos? I think I'm the one who has been around the longest. I don't know. I don't even know which ace trades you are anymore. I have many funded accounts in my stable, Mustafa. Many. Institutions. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so ace trades. I don't want to misrepresent your argument, but are you saying that, for example, if a big investment bank through their algorithm wanted to bring up the price, bring it down to create a nice little bull flag, and then bring the price back up, are you saying that they have that power? Again, an institution through their algo, if they wanted to, could bring up, let's say, the NASDAQ, bring it up, bring it back down, and then send it upwards. Like an institution. Is that your claim? I don't want to misrepresent what you're saying. Well, I'm trying to ask you to define what you mean by control the markets. You said dictate the market. Okay, well, what does that mean? Oh, Cody. Cody is... Okay, so Cody, I'll address you. You think institutions, if, for example, some big investment bank is like, all right, through our algorithm, let's bring the price up, let's bring it down, and then let's bring it back up again. You think that's the amount of control they have? Is that what you're saying, Cody? Because I think we can all agree that is a very, very, very powerful algorithm to do that to like the NASDAQ, for example. That's a very powerful algorithm for an institution to be able to do that. I've had that, yes, Gator, and you continually are in denial about what you know I'm about to do. Not to that extent. Okay, well, Gator has the thing. He says, yes, this is possible. So, again, Cody, thank you. Not to that extent, exactly. So then there's no meaningful control. But Gator thinks they can control it this way. And as I've said to Gator, and he just has no answer, is, okay, if you think that, like I said, a bank or an institution has an algorithm, and they're just like, you know what? For the NASDAQ, let's bring it up, let's bring it down, and let's bring it back up. If that's how you identify control, then my question to you would be, then how do you explain over the course of history Bear Stearns, Lehman Brothers, hedge funds, market makers that have gone out of business? If they have that amount of control, how could they possibly ever go out of business? Again, Cody, I'm not addressing you, Cody, because you do not define control as Gator. Gator defines control as I just said that. And nobody can ever give an answer. Yes, algos exist. Yes, big money can move the markets. If somebody dumps a bunch, yes, that will move the market. But if you think that there's a single institution that can control the price in the way I just illustrated, such as Gator, you have a major problem on your hands. Yeah, right, Ace. I'm not talking to you either. You are arguing supply and demand. You are arguing it's a competition of algorithms. Fine, yeah. It's a competition of ideas. That's what the market is. So yeah, I'm not talking to Ace. I'm not talking to Cody. I'm talking to Gator. And notice Gator has no reply. Agree. No way. Correct. Now, again, I'm well aware that if a big institution right now just wants to dump a bunch of NQ contracts and they just unload on the bid, yes, they have the power, the price will drop. But that's just temporary. The market will absorb and then it'll just do whatever. But that is very different than, okay, let's bring it down. Let's kind of do this. All right, now let's get it up. And again, people like that Gator guy, they believe that that's the type of control that an institution has. Don't forget BlackRock. They have $10 trillion. Again, that BlackRock does not control the market. Do you know how much capital Bear Stearns had? Lehman Brothers? I mean, who? I'm getting old. Do you even know who Bear Stearns or Lehman Brothers are? They had a lot of capital. Right, Ace. That is my point. So in other words, supply and demand. It's ideas against institutions. It's institutions versus institutions. Hedge funds versus hedge funds. Retail versus retail. That is the point. Do you think 2008 can happen in a tank style? Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, crashes happen. Those firms went down for not being able to cover margin. Right, but the point is, if those institutions controlled the market, then they would have controlled the market in a way where they didn't have to worry about their margin anymore. That's the point. Like, somehow some people think, like, oh, well, Lehman Brothers went down, Bear Stearns went down because they were over-leveraged. Implied they took on too much risk, which I understand, but that doesn't make any sense. If you control the markets, as I've defined, there is no risk. Why is there no risk? Because you control the markets. Like, if I have a puppet, there is literally no risk to me that the puppet punches me in the face. Why? Because I am controlling the puppet. Now, if somebody else is controlling the puppet, then I have a risk. I better have my hands up. Like, some people, they don't think through their positions at all. There was a lot of money made in 2008 as well. Yeah. I'm not sure how that's relevant to the topic at hand, but yeah. But who says they were in control? There are people here, such as Gator, who has disappeared because he's like, I don't want to argue about it because he knows he has no point. That think that things are controlled. So yes, some people say that big institutions are in that amount of control. So who says they? I mean, did you not see Gator up above? There have been several people on the live stream that's how they define control. A big bank, a market maker, a hedge fund. Yeah, on the NASDAQ, they could bring the price up. They could bring it down. They could give a nice little, form a nice little bull flag pattern. There's the bull flag. And then they can bring it up through. Now, again, spider trader, it sounds like that's not how you're defining control. Fine. But there are people that define it that way. What's causing the markets to drop today? I think there was some news about like Trump rejecting the Iran proposal. BlackRock controls real estate prices. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm going to try a short here. If it comes, see a back test, and then come on back down. Back test. Okay, I got 2. Come on, let's not do the partial fill game. I swear, if this thing dumps after it only gives me 2 out of what I wanted, come on. Okay, there we go. All right, full size. Now let's see you come back down. Come on. Come on. FOMC is 2 p.m. Eastern. I know. I could have a scalpy scalp, but I mean, look at this 5 minute. That 5 minute candle is just savage. Like, I mean, come on, 5 minute candle. Let's do what you seem to have the potential to do here. Look at this 5 minute. I mean, dude, look at that candle. Come on now. I'm adding if it comes here. I'm going to trust that 5 minute candle. Okay, added. Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. Come on. Ugh. Just go. Okay, have this stop. So this will be a green trade. Are you seriously not even hit my first target? Thank you. Keep coming down. Come on, hit that next one. Thank you. Thank you. Keep coming down. Hit those next ones. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Daddy needs a new jock strap. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Please. Do it for the walnuts. Please. This thing can come back down. This would be a beautiful candle for the shorts. Come on. Come on. Come on, release. Come on. Let's go. Go. Come on. Oh, you dirty rat. Dirty rat. Doggone it. I could feel it. Just dump. I don't know. Maybe another short here. We'll see. Where's my overnight low? Right there. Oh, now you're going to dump. Do you consider yourself... Yeah, AMS. That's what I consider it, gambling. Exactly. What kind of stupid question was that? Okay, here. I'm gonna send you on a little vacation. We call it the timeout room. Yes, I consider this being like I'm sitting at a slot machine right now. That's it. Yeah, there is zero thought process behind any of this, AMS. There are no stupid questions. Yes, listen. Anybody that tells you there are no stupid questions is lying to you, okay? There are definitely stupid questions. Hey, Clay, here's my 2 cents on a trade. I will try to short around the... Okay, Marco, that's good start, but we'll need actual numbers. Because around is very subjective. You know what I mean? So I do understand, though, right now, maybe you're just thinking kind of this is your general framework. But as soon as you have your exact numbers, let us know. That's something we say for literal children. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Like nobody can win in life in this sense. 1 minute I'm being called a scammer because you're always green. You hide your losses. How are you always green? And then on a day like today where it's the struggle bus, would you call your strategy gambling? Okay, so now I'm somebody that doesn't know what I'm doing. I'm just gambling. It's just like you can't win. You just can't win. There's always going to be somebody that's going to point something out. If I'm not a scammer for always being green, I'm just a gambler now. I'm either a scammer or a gambler, I guess. You know? Yeah, David, exactly. A scambler. So what do you do for a living, Clay? Well, I'm a scambler or scrambler. I know. Oh, I know. I know you're just messing around. But that 5 minute chart, thank you, Candle. You did deliver, brother. Now that made good sense. That made good sense. That candle and there's in a downtrend. It bounced up. It gave us that candle. It came down. Okay, that all made sense in my mind. Which is also why the guy that was like, "Would you consider your strategy gambling?" That tells me that, and that makes sense. He's been at it for like a year. That is just somebody that has no idea what's going on. Like if you look at the 5 minute when I showed it, and then you think that was all like some random gamble trade plan, you have no idea how to read a chart at all. Like not even close. Again, when I was short, and I was short when the chart looked like that, if you look at this situation and you can't see why I would be short in this context after that candle, you have no, and you're like, oh man, are you a gambler? Again, what I did doesn't mean that it was guaranteed to work out. But that was like, tell me you have no idea what you're doing or looking at as a trader. If you, after that sort of setup, you question, wow, that was just one big like random gamble. Like, dude. Hey, I've only been at it a year. Well, Zach, it goes to show that some people are just, yeah. And let me be very clear, it is okay if you've only been at it for a year. Like it is, but like sometimes just listening is a little bit better than what's the quote? It's better to remain silent than to like move your lips and remove without all doubt you're an idiot. There's like a quote out there. It's better, let's see. It's better to remain silent. What is that quote? Yeah, who says it? Is that really Abraham Lincoln? Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt, you know? When are we entering again, brother? Whenever you tell me to, AP Investing. I've been waiting for you this whole time. We all have been waiting for AP investing. I almost had a riot on my hands. People were demanding, where is AP investing so he can tell us what to do? The people were demanding AP investing. But the dumb people have internet now. We all have to deal with them all at the same. Yeah, and they get to hide back. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Blind market order, no stop. Exactly. TP at Lambo. Yep. That is some people's trade plans. Proverbs 17:28. What's that one say? Proverbs. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. Ooh, that's spicy. Nice. That's good stuff. All right, are we about to get another rejection here off the 21? It's rejected here. Do we get another rejection? Maybe. I'm thinking about a short. Okay, I'm short. Again, last time it got up to the VWAP, rejected down. Let's see if we can get another rejection. Took one out. Could still be a losing trade. It'll just be a little bit less because at least I reduced position size and put a bit of green in my pocket. I'm wondering if I want to add again here because now it's popped up, and if it comes back down... Come on. Uh-oh. All right, I'm out of that. All right, well, no rejection there. No. Sorry, Captain Crunch. Your title hit was just taken away. Faith-based trading. So like you hop into a trade and then start praying, I guess? I don't know. But you've never been our village idiot, Captain Crunch. I mean, you have been our poisoner of children with your food dyes. Hey, Mr. Wall Street. Hey, Cosmic. It could be enter a trade, then pray with no... yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's a nutrition... Yeah, that's true. You got some red 40 combined with yellow 5, combined with green 67. Yeah, exactly. Balance with some processed sugar. Don't get me wrong, though. Captain Crunch, come on now. Not as good as Cookie Crunch, though. I'm sorry, Captain. You are not as good as Cookie Crunch. Or is that what it is? Cookie Crunch, right? I think that's it. Cookie Crisp. Doggone it. Hey, Mitten Horner. Spartacus. That's a good name. Fruit Loops? I mean, they're not bad. They're not bad. But Cookie Crisp, the king though, the king is Lucky Charms. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, that's good. That's legit. That's legit. Clay, have you ever heard of coin flip trading or letting your chicken decide whether to buy or sell? I have, yeah. I think that is a very high win rate, if I remember right. Cocoa Puffs. Okay, I'm not going to push too much against Cocoa Puffs. I'm just not a huge chocolate guy, so that's why Cocoa Puffs a little bit down the list. 221. 221. Going for a short here. Trying to play this I mean, it's been rejected here, rejected there. On the 5 minute, we have the 21 EMA. Yeah, peanut butter Captain Crunch isn't bad. Golden Grams, I mean. So here is I mean, think about grocery prices now. So just keep that in mind. We have some Amish stores by us where we live in Iowa. And they have a scratch and dented area. So, like, I'm just making this up, but, like, if Walmart has some boxes that somehow get dented or whatever, for whatever reason, they're like, no, we can't put these on our shelves. So, I guess the Amish store buys, I don't know. But, like, I'm not allowed to go there alone because my wife knows I'll, like, buy the entire aisle. Now, that may sound impressive, but the thing is, you can get a box of Lucky Charms, family size. Yeah, sure, it's got some, like, dents in it. It's got... Dents, get it? Anyways, it's got some tape on it. And if you look at a family size, what are those things? Like $6 a box? It's like $2 at the Amish store. Oh my, I love the Amish store. If you have an Amish store by you and you don't shop at the Amish store, you are making poor life decisions. Like because I can't turn down a good deal. I can't do it. Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows. Yeah, okay. That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, that is an added benefit with the Cocoa Pebbles or Cocoa Puffs. You get that chocolate milk. Oh, come on. Wait. How did I not get... Oh, maybe I put that order in afterwards? I don't know what happened there. Because on my 5 minute, look, it's like it hit right off the 21 EMA. What in the world? I don't know. I guess I was, yeah, I don't know what. Oh, no. I was at the, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that. All right, is this thing about to roll back over again? 5 minute, we're looking at a pretty juicy candle. You scalped it for 7 points. Good job. Rice Krispies with a cup of sugar is pretty amazing too. Now, when you say cup, do you mean like a measuring cup of sugar? Because that's a lot of sugar. Yeah, exactly. A cup, like a cup? Huh? Like T-minus 3 days before you have diabetes, my friend. And is this 5 minute about to keep coming down? I think it might. Okay, I'm short. Again, based on the 5 minute. I mean, look at the 5 minute. It's pretty. Is my real name Clay? No, it's Baboon. Come on. Hit me. Dude, stop this game of not... This is getting so frustrating. Fine, I'm going to go for some more now. What is my problem today? Goodness. I'm adding some more there if it comes down. Come on. Again, I'm trying to trust the 5-minute once more. That is irritating. I was actually quite a bit in the green. I didn't do anything with it. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, boy. I was like, wait, are we close to 2 o'clock? We still got a while. 2 o'clock is the Fed meeting. Dude, this action is just such... I don't know. Oh, my goodness. Five-minute looking beautiful, and now it just hammers on me. Crazy. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping it comes back down, but yeah. I'm watching the 5-minute, trying to trust the 5-minute. What's that supposed to mean? Texma, as much as I love you, you very well could be on. You might be right on the pathway to the timeout room. I'm going to add more here. If the price can come down to that area, that means that this green candle has basically failed miserably. Come on. Come on. Keep coming down. Let me add, and then you just keep dropping. Come on, 5-minute. Gotta think this is freaking out some bulls. There's some people that were feeling very good. Now are they going to start to panic? We'll see. Come on. If this does not work out, I'm going to be not in a good spot. But I'm trying to trust that 5-minute. What? Oh, you got to be... all right. Watch it. Yeah, I can't risk it. Watch it come back down. What time is it? Okay, that was not... I just can't risk it. I could see this coming right back down and potentially dump into my favor, but at that point, it could keep spiking too. What was that, though? I will say this. I cannot say woe is me. The market could have. Think about how close it got to allowing me to add. So it could have added in another 8 and then done that. So that is not nearly as bad as it could have been. To be objective as possible, as irritated as I am right now, that could have been so much worse. Why not stop loss? I mean, I'm out of the trade. I had a stop loss. You shouldn't have sold. It's a prop firm, not your money. Will eventually come back down. Yeah, John, that's not quite how this works, dude. I mean, that was big volume, so that was something. Why not stop loss on system? Okay, for those of you that were like, where was your stop loss? Like, I'm literally out of the trade. AK, I had a stop loss. I removed myself from the trade. So I'm not, some of you I think are very confused. Just because there was not a physical stop loss, aka a hard stop, does not mean that I'm not using a mental stop. No, yeah, was that a little bit more of a loss than I wanted? Yeah, it was, but a hard stop would not have necessarily helped me out either because of slippage anyhow. Kremlin aide Putin voice backing for Trump's decision to extend the Iran ceasefire. That was brutal. But like I said, to be fair, that could have been, like the market could have been so much crueler to me. Because think about on this move down, how close it was for me adding in another 8. Oh, man. There's really only one solution to this, and that is waiting for the Fed, going all in, and then starting to do my rain dance. Oh, TA, I'm jealous. No need to full. Oh yeah, sorry. Did I forget to say that was a joke? Yeah, I was just kidding on that. You're going to sit through FOMC? Yeah, I'll be here. I think. In theory. If my psychologist says I'm okay. If my shrink says I'm allowed to be here. Hi, I'm a new trader, but I came out on crude oil too early this morning. Should I go back in now? Well, as a new trader, that's not how this works, my friend. Unfortunately, I wish it were that easy to just run around and ask random people what you should do, but you got to figure out a strategy that works for you. So you're gonna have to learn how to think for yourself. Yeah, that takes a lot of work. Yeah, it would be easier to just blindly follow other people, but yeah. That's the best advice I can give you as a new trader is you got to learn to think for yourself. I filed a legal complaint on it for denial. Oh, for $7,077. Yeah, keep us posted on that. What rules did they say you broke? It's back down. Yeah, see, John, it's irrelevant though. Like you are clearly a newbie. Like you remind me of the like people that are like, well, just keep buying because everything always goes back up. It's like, yeah, tell me you're a newbie. So you're either a newbie or a troll, one of the two. I'm about to file another in Texas attorney office. Yeah, what rule did they say you broke? And how much is it going to cost you for this suit? Or are you just doing it on principle alone? Don't get me wrong, $7,000, good chunk of change. But I don't know, lawyers are expensive. Oh, are you a lawyer yourself? No, I don't think you're a troll. I mean, okay, the 5 minute once again has me wanting to short, but like, yeah, the 5 minute just took him to the woodshed on this previous one. Yeah, I don't know. Newbie, I swear, comments like that, be honest, I won't ban you. But are you trying to get me to go on tilt because you think it'd be funny? Man, that's frustrating. As if you're planting the seed of trying to get me frustrated. If you held, you would have been green. Okay, all right, fair enough. After verifying the account 2 months ago. Okay, so you're saying they approved your payout and then all of a sudden they denied it and deleted your account? FOMC rate cut expected? No. Five payouts were approved. And then those are the 5 payouts that you never got. So they were approved at one point and then they disappeared. Is that what you're just? I'm just trying to understand what you're actually saying. No, don't time him out. He was honest. Okay, well, did you break a rule, hobo? Or, I mean, I'm not saying this is not the case, but I do find it somewhat hard to believe that they literally just randomly, out of nowhere, just deleted your accounts without any explanation. You know, when you sign up with Apex, you click acknowledge. That basically allows them to do whatever they want with your account. Yeah, again, I have not read it. This is pure speculation on my part, but I would assume that, I mean, not only Apex, but the prop firms for that matter probably have a pretty in-depth thing that you were agreeing to. As they are not able to verify the account. But they had paid you before without verification? It just did it again. Nice. Did I say camel? Nice candle. Started to break down. So to be fair, scalpers had movement here. But anybody that wanted to follow through, hammer in their face. This market. Yeah, hey, Montes, I don't blame you one bit. What exactly is... Well, if you're in a Pro or Pro Plus account, you cannot be in a trade at 1:59 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, or 2:01 p.m. Eastern. If you are in a Pro or Pro Plus account. If you are not with Take Profit Trader, then please check your email to see if they have, as I'm sure they've emailed you to explain the rule. Okay, then you can do whatever you want, SMT. You can let the good times roll if you want. Like, I really want to go short a pair. Look at all this congestion. And then on the 5-minute, you have all that congestion around 235. Which means that's probably going to be a beautiful breakout point. All of a sudden, just... Okay, I'm going to try for a short right up there. The amount of people who don't check their emails is just mind-boggling to me. It's absolutely mind-boggling. I don't get it. I don't understand. You have your hard-earned cash on the line. Why don't you check your email? It's crazy. It's something I'll never understand. I got my email this morning from Take Profit Trader. Checking the calendar is also something you can do. Again, as a trader, you should, no matter what kind of trader you are, part of your morning routine should be to check the economic calendar. If you're in the prop firm space, part of your extra thing should be to check the economic calendar and check your email every morning. And then you would not find yourself going like, wait, what's this? Wait, what? There's something going on. If you just check your email, you would have known back at whenever they sent that email out, like 6:30 this morning. I know. Email? What is this? 2007? Yeah, it is. In this regard, check your email, please. Like in so many ways, it's the simple things that can make such a big difference. It's just the simple things. People want... Well, I think I need 8 monitors. I think I need the greatest laptop. I think I need insert blank of some bit of technology. And then somebody with the 40 monitors, the most beautiful setup you've ever seen, doesn't do the small things, doesn't check their email, goes out there, breaks rules, and then cooks their accounts. It's the little things that really make a big difference. Okay, so Random Hero, you just answered your own question. You didn't get an email about anything news related, right? Is that true? From what I can tell, you did not get anything news related, or an email about anything for a news standpoint. I am glad to know that you checked your email. No, I didn't. Okay, then you're good to go. Trade away. You're like, you're vibrating. Ooh. I don't know. Vibrating, sure, I could see that like me falling asleep during a trade. Okay, once again, the 5 minute and these candles is something else. Another one. So is this thing about to hammer and come back? I don't know. Maybe that's the play. Just buy down here, expect the hammer to show up again. I like the 50K and the 150K accounts, Tommy. I have both of those. Someone's supposed to get fed at 2. Yep. That's what I heard. That's what word on the street is. All right, sounds good, Marco. I trade on a Jumbotron at the local sports arena. I have season tickets, so I always have it. Yeah, there you go. So you can just not check your email and then blow up your account because you broke a rule. Hey, Clay, do you get a copy of the live chat? No. Maybe I have access to one. But even if I did, yeah, I don't really have a desire to go back through a live chat all over again. Experiencing it in real time is good enough for me. Especially when the baboons show up. Like the true baboons. I was just wondering what you... Well, I mean, they're always on. That they're archived, because if you go back and if you watch the replay, you can turn on like the chat and then you can rewatch the chat again. So I mean, they are archived. Got some food, lunch? You eat lunch? That's weak. That's weak. I meant good. Got some good lunch. My point still stands. Whether it was good or bad, you had lunch. We got to get you on the warrior diet. I try that, a boy. Todd, yeah. In all actuality, though, my mind, I am so, like, I got a lot of things wrong today. With as many losing trades as I've had, I don't think there's been a single person that has shown up in hindsight to explain to me how I should have known what happened to me was going to happen. Like, so shout out to the chat today. If there was ever a day where I thought people could crawl out of the woodwork, it would be a day like today, and it hasn't. So I really do think we just have a good, solid, quality group of people here. Congrats, Lauren. No water until profit target. Oh boy, I might not be. The small caps and transports are telling us that a move down may be coming, if not totally. Then, like, yes, there you go. That's a good. That's stepping out on a limb there. FOMC is always chop. until, well, I don't know. That depends on how you define chop. I mean, to me, I don't really define this as chop. To me, in hindsight, does that not look like a beautiful downwards channel? So yeah, again, the word always is a strong word, Tommy Tom. Always, yeah. Very, very strong word. So no, it's not always chop. Hence my exhibit that I just displayed. Unless you want to make an argument that that downwards channel was somehow chop. I don't know. I think most people just call that a downwards downtrend, downwards channel. Clay, I've never seen you drink on stream. No, I drink coffee. I do need to be better at water. I have water here. I do need to be better at that. So here you go. Here's your first time. Bending Rodriguez. Clay, I've never seen you drink on stream. Cheers, my friend. Ah! There you go. Your streak is over, brother. It's downwards chop. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But hey, Bender, if you want to help me, if you want to remind me to drink water, that is helpful. Clay, I've never seen you eat on stream. Correct. And you never will. Well, never is a strong word. I don't eat lunch. I don't eat breakfast. In fact, last time I ate was Monday evening. Next time I eat will be tonight for dinner. Oh, I fast. I love fasting. Yep, I do intermittent. I've been doing intermittent fasting before intermittent fasting was cool. She does make sourdough, yes. Does yours? I think, if I had to guess, our wives are probably pretty similar. I've never seen you without a shirt on. I know, I can't do that. Because then all of you guys would divorce your wives. All of you ladies would divorce your husbands. So I am being gracious by keeping my shirt on. Yeah, I only eat on Monday. I eat on Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I fast on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Again, Texima Trader, that's just, you know better than that. That's absolute Bush League. That's absolute Bush League, and you know it. Because I guarantee I could look at some of your trades where your Fibonacci's don't look, and then I could be like, well, if you would have thrown up the Portugal midpoint, you would have been okay, Texima. Oh, you took another trade? Texima, if you would have just thrown up the Norwegian Andrews pitchfork, you would have noticed that. Yes, I'm well aware that every little bounce here, if you like, even right here, if you look hard enough, that was the previous session close. But every little bounce, if you look hard enough, you can give me a reason for why it bounced there and why I should have bought, right? Clay, if you were looking at the 16-minute time frame and using the 32.8 simple moving average, you would have noticed it bounced off that level. I mean, come on. Come on, Taxima, you're better than that. You're better than that. As I've said, and I'll continue to say again, I appreciate people's suggestions. I do. Clay, if you had this, or Clay, take a look at that. I appreciate it. I know it's coming from a good place. But what I'm saying is if I just took that recommendation and then just started doing it, or if I started to watch that time frame, I wouldn't be able to see the price action anymore. My chart would be plastered full of all sorts of areas. I'd need like 38 monitors because I'd be looking at so many time frames. At some point as traders, you've just got to pick out something and you go with it. And yes, somebody will always be able to come and tell you, well, hey, the reason why it bounced from there or rejected from there was that was actually, I'm sorry, that was the Argentina VWAP. You should start using the Argentina VWAP. What you eating to break your fast? I don't know what my wife's making tonight. I'll tell you a secret. I don't trade fibs. I just wanted to see the beard move. Here, I got a secret for you. Yeah, here's my secret. Here's my secret. I just gave him a secret. I gave him a secret surprise. 24 hours to the 24-hour vacation to the VIP timeout room. There's my secret. Clay, are you a caveman? No, I'm a Greek god. What kind of stupid question was that? Am I a caveman? You know I'm a Greek god. Hey, Michael. Hey, we're in Michigan. 15 minutes till news. Thank you, Lauren. Yes, we got the news coming. Make sure you checked your email with your prop firm. Make sure you don't do any rule violations. Rising, yeah, I think so. I think there's a rising wedge there. That's a good eye. Oh no, this might be too wide though. Something like that. Yeah, I call that a rising wedge. Here from Germany, from Deutschland, Guten Tag. That's the only German. Well, I do Guten Tag, Scheiße. I don't know what I just said there, but I had a friend in 6th grade, and he would run around and say, Guten Tag, Scheiße, and I don't know what that meant. But that's the only German I know. Evo. Evo, do you want a test? You want a business test? I am German. Evo, would you like a business test? I will help determine if you should pursue business or not. Maybe you're thinking, maybe you're like, you know what? Is business for me? Should I do it? I got a little quiz for you. Clay, thanks to you. I bought the Scottish VWAP and made me. Yeah. The Scottish VWAP is powerful. Not as powerful as the Northern Ireland midpoint, but it's pretty powerful. Whoa. Have her look up sourdough disc. Oh yeah. No, my wife makes good with the discard pizza. It serves as really good pizza crust too. Whoa. All right. We still got 12 minutes before the news. Do you ever trade news? Only if you tell me to, Ace. Ace, when you say jump, I say how high, brother. No trades for me today. All right, have a good one, Azaria. Where did Evo go? Where did the Dent Evo go? Evo, I'm trying to help you out, dude. You might be a good businessman. We got to try to figure some stuff out. Here, okay, here's your quiz. What did you say? I come here after watching finish to watch the chat, bait you into a rage. Okay. Am I actually in a rage? I am not. But here's the clue. Let's see if you can connect the business dots. Your clue is the bottom right-hand corner. You seem to think that I'm in a rage. I'm not. The clue is in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, am I ever in a rage? No. The clue is in the bottom right-hand corner. If you can connect those dots, that means you have some business acumen. If you're like, Clay, I don't know why you're telling me to read that thing in the bottom right-hand corner. I don't understand the connections. That's okay. Not everybody is gifted with artistic abilities. Not everybody is gifted with business senses. But there's your quiz on if you should maybe pursue business. If you can connect those dots, that's a good sign. Long. All right. I guess that was a typo. Well, I guess range is far from it. I think you're meaning to type rage. You keep typing range, but I think that's just an ongoing typo. But most people just ask the questions that put them in a better place. Oh, no, I'm putting them in the best place possible. Have I ever gotten lucky wearing those glasses? Dude, I sleep in these glasses. As in, like, that's literally the only thing I sleep. I sleep in these glasses. That's it. That's it. And that's all I'm going to say. Have a good one, Sky Mountain. That's it. That's all I'm saying. He is right. You can't. That's true. You guys have no... I guess sometimes I do stand up. But there is a reason why I have not stood up today. Because as Wall Street says... You guys can't see under this desk. All right, where are we at time-wise? 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Ooh. Oh, all right, all right. Check this out on the 5-minute. We are actually right at the 200 period cent moving average. Do we get a rejection here? I better not. I better not. I better not. I am, Clay, have you dreamed of me? Okay, see, there's some questions that are just too much. So, I'm dreaming of a 30-minute timeout for the dumbest... Not totally. Okay, there you go. Now you're in a dream. We call it the 30-minute timeout dream. Let us know what you think about it. Clay, are you streaming FOMC live? I mean, it's 8 minutes away, so yeah. This man is on such a power trip. He keeps putting people in timeouts. What a jerk. I am a jerk. I'm a big one, too. I'm a big jerk. I'm a jerk big. To be fair, nightmares are dreams. Kyle, come on. Let's be serious. You know, never mind. Never mind. I think he meant, are you going to put the meeting on the screen? Oh! That is probably what he means. No. If that is what you mean, which is, I think, what you mean, I know, I'm not going to, I don't care what he has to, I just watch the chart. That's my best news source. Today is FOMC, right? Well, Jorge, let me encourage you to fix up your morning routine. I can tell, Jorge, you have a massive flaw in your morning routine because of that question. Jorge, moving forward, from this day forward, you need to, part of your morning routine to check the economic calendar. You'll be, that's a good thing for you to check it. Okay, see, that's garbage. I really was. I was like, okay, do I try to take the short there? And I was like, no, probably, and then it rejects right off of it. All right, are we about to get a move? What time is it? We're at 54. All right, I'm in. Let's see if we can get a quick little bounce here. I like the hammer. I like all these moving averages. Let's see if we can get some movement to the upside. So everybody should be short right now because it is a clay fade day. Come on, look at this beautiful hammer right at these supports. Go. 5 minutes. Well, 4 minutes. Look at this. You can't ask for a better set. Look at this. Beautiful hammer. Right at like 1,000,000 supports. Okay, that one was hit. Come on, brother. Keep going, brother. Go. Thank you, brother. Okay, let's make sure this is a winning trade now. So stop is right there. This will be a green trade. Keep going. Hit those next ones. Come on. Push, brother. Push. Come on, hurry up. I'm on the clock. Go. How did it not fill me there? I'm just this entire day. Whatever. Whatever. I don't even. Whatever. Yeah. All right. All right. Meeting in 3 minutes. If you're with Take Profit Trader in a Pro or Pro Plus account, you got to be out by 1:59. So, again, that is with Take Profit Trader. If you're in a test account, Take Profit Trader, nothing to worry about. But, well, I mean, you should maybe want to worry about the Fed announcement. Again, I don't think it'll be a huge move unless there's either an increase or a decrease. So I'm not expecting, yeah, it will move. I'm sure it'll get a little jiggy, but I'm not expecting anything too crazy. Now, if there is an increase or a decrease, things are going to get wild. Because that would be unexpected. Again, Lauren, that's why I'm just telling everybody to check their emails. Because anybody that does have a rule, I'm assuming they email out a reminder to everybody. Take profit. Well, are you in a Pro or Pro Plus account, stop loss? Or are you in an eval right now? Well then you better check your spam. I got mine this morning. Check your spam folder then. I got mine, yeah. All right, here we go. T-minus 1 minute, bro. Now you make the move, you dirtbag. Some days, I swear, I'm putting on my tinfoil Speedos. The market literally picks your name out of the hat. Out of the millions of traders that are involved in the market, it picks your name out of the hat and says, oh yeah, we're gonna send Clay on tilt today. Yeah, after 201. So wait till 202. Western, that is a critique I gave them. Was like, you have to specify that in your email. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I mean, you got to guess a spike up, right? Bull pennant coming up through there, but that's my guess. We're going up. So what we're 20 up to 50. Yeah, so right now a 50-point range, not too crazy for Fed. But yeah, you know what? This is some decent movement. No change. Okay. Took me out and now dump. Yeah, well, that's kind of the... comes with the territory on these type of announcements. Blue Mike Pro, but got some nice payouts. Time to fire up another racehorse. From the stable, right, rookie? You're not resetting into the pros, right? Yeah, bad day for me too, brother. So you're not alone out there. No cooked accounts, but good grief, I'm getting punched in the face on this one. All right, good job, rookie. The racehorse model in motion. Make sure you're working on other tests too. But there you go. I'm glad you were not tempted with the pro reset. Nothing burger. Well, like we were talking Sub-Zero, that's relatively expected. The only way this was going to get absolutely psychotic was if there was something other than no change. Four members dissented. Did they say what direction? Did they want to what? Raise or cut? Yeah. If you're with Take Profit Trader, you are cleared to trade. Any other prop firm, I don't know their rules. Check your email. All right, animosity. Only one wanted to cut. Oh, did the other ones want to raise? Oh, 11 to 1. Only one wanted to cut, and that person should be fired immediately. If I was there, I'd be voting to raise. Okay, here we go. I heard it was 8 to 4. Okay, well, who knows? I see 11 to 1. Now I see 8 to 4. Oil, basically no reaction at all. Okay, so oil not carrying. Eight to 4. Okay, now we have somebody else saying 8 to 4. Maybe along down here at the orange line, which is the previous session close. You can see last time the price was down there. Had a nice little bounce. CNBC says 8 to 4 decision. 1 on cut, 3 on statement. Yeah, I do not. Does anybody know what on statement means? What is 3 on statement? What's that mean? I mean, the 5-minute has me in a bearish mood because, I mean, that was a big red candle, right? But, man, On a day like today, are we about to just see it V-shape right back up? The 3 wanted the word easing, taking out of the report. Interesting. Sold 2 at 220. Okay, interesting candle here. Interesting, interesting. I guess we are down at this area of support too, so kind of draw this across like so. So yeah, we're kind of down around that general area. These are grown-ups, government. Did anybody see how New York City is like out of money or something? You guys see that speech? I saw it all over Twitter. How they're like, we're at a massive budget deficit. Anybody else see that? It's crazy. Or was that fake? Was that fake AI I saw? Which is crazy as this to say, wait a second. I saw it, but I guess in theory, maybe that was just like a AI type thing. So is that real though? Can anybody confirm or deny that that's actually real? It's not fake? It's not a new problem. Okay. So maybe the only difference here is that this mayor is actually addressing the issue. Okay, it was real. Wild. Well, I guess that... maybe along down here? Maybe, kind of, sort of. I'm going to take a swing at it. A little bit lower here. Okay, I'm in. Come on. Bounce. Please don't tell me it bounced off the orange line, which is what I was originally thinking. It is a skill to be this bad. Like if I tried to be this bad today, it would be actually really hard to do. All right, I'm out. All I am asking right now is where are all the Clay, you're a scammer. You're always green. Clay, you're a scammer. You hide you hide your losses. Where are all those people at? If this thing now goes straight up, I might need to go find the straight jacket. I know it's right on purpose. Well, I guess that's how bad I was. Even my original idea would not have worked either. What about overnight low? Is that going to hold? So okay, so bucket room is that guy, right? So when I've been green for who knows how long, where I get accused of being a scammer because I'm always green. I only show the green. Bucket room is not around, but on days like today, he's around. You're just a bad trader. So I mean that's what I mean. You cannot win. It's only going down. Thank you, custom. But again, I say that just as like for all of you in life. Like I'll go into dad mode real quick, or even business mode. If you're trying to build a business or whatever, just realize you quite literally can never win. No matter what you do, there's always going to be somebody out there somewhere that will find something to nitpick, and that's what we're seeing right now. Bucket room, never seen this dude at all. He's not around when I'm green and, have gone on massive green streaks to the point of people accusing me of being a scammer because I'm always green. But hey, I'm red today. Here he is, crawling out of the woodwork. Oh, you're just a bad trader. Oh, okay. So just remember that. You can't just do your thing. In business and life, just do your thing, stick with it, and realize there's always going to be somebody that can say something. Always. Thank you, Ty. Silver spray paint type of day. Silver spray paint. I don't get it. What's the reference? Silver spray, what do you mean? I read today that your father is probably the only person that truly roots for you to do better than him. Interesting. Oh. Yeah, the paint huffers. Misery loves company. Just cooked another. All right, rookie. Maybe, yeah, I'd say just take a breath. How am I? I've been better. But you know what? I woke up this morning, so it's a green day. It is, yeah. I mean, you can try to make me laugh, but I'm not feeling the greatest right now. Right, not today, Papacito. No green today. Trump speaking right now. Okay. Noted. Although, if we can get a little more confirmation on if Trump is speaking or not. With all due respect, Jay Haas, we've had this before, and then it turns out, oh, sorry, that was just a recording. That was earlier footage. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was, I don't know. He is speaking? Okay. Thank you, Swedish guy. It's about space, though. Yeah, it's about space right now. It's about space currently. But in 3 seconds, it might all of a sudden become something that's relevant for us. Pretty fast on important news. Jay Haas, but I'm even faster than you are. I have the ultimate news source. I have the chart. And my news source is even better than yours. How so? Because my chart, or my news source, tells me the two things that actually matter for traders. It tells me that there is news, and more importantly, it tells me what the market thinks about the news. So how about them apples, Jay Hoss? I have a way better news source than you. I'm talking a little place called technical analysis. What's going to make it a scam, Ty? Wasn't I long somewhere around here? I think I was. Well, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. That's my moral today is like, don't use stop losses. Just hold and hope. You'll be all right. I'm saying that kiddingly. But, yeah. I want to go short here, which means that's probably a long. So if you want to make money, buy there. Because I'm thinking to go short there. It's one of those days. It's coming with a 1.2 trillion valuation. Yeah, gotcha. Well, I don't know if I have a problem with the valuation, right? That's just venture capital, right? If venture capital wants to value it at that, then I don't really have a problem there. But yeah, that is a little that's interesting that they're getting included that quickly when that's not the thing, when that's not the normal. Well, that's your opinion. It's absurd. There's somebody out there paying for that does not think it's absurd. That's hence the market. And now, okay, like it. You guys heard me say it. I want to go short there, but you should probably go long. I did not go short there, and then it rejects off there beautifully. There we go. Now he's talking about Ukraine and Iran. All right, if it comes up here again and rejects, I'm going to try short. Okay, there we go. Short if it wants to come back down. If that red line turns blue, I'm in. I'm in. Okay, let's see if this clump, and there's a huge clump on the 5-minute too, but let's see if the clump wants to actually act as resistance or not. All right, have a good one, Papacito. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go down, please. Beautiful candle. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know what else you want from me. A beautiful candle at a set of moving averages. And it just puts it right above my... Nothing is clean today. Nothing. In the clump we trust, indeed. And I don't think I've taken a single Scalpy Scalp today. I'm not sure why. But if I did take Scalpy Scalps today, I would, who knows? Maybe, would I be green? Maybe. It's just, I mean, if I get stopped, like, if it had filled me here and then did this, okay, that's, I mean, still annoying, but like, and it's not like I'm being super aggressive with these targets. My initial targets are supposed to be relatively conservative. Now I'm almost wondering, instead of taking a target, do I add here? Add to a winner? Because that'd be a pretty spicy looking chart. Maybe I do. I am. I will. Okay, if this wants to bounce out some more, then come down. Come up a little bit more, and I'll add. The 5 minute looks amazing. But whenever I trust it. All right, I'm doing it. I'm going to add to a winner. I mean, look at all these upper shadows. All these upper shadows, add all these moving averages. 5 minute looks amazing. Like, I am not the crazy one here. I am not the crazy one here to be bearish biased right now. I'm in. Come on now. Keep coming down. Come on. Oh my goodness, look at this 5 minute. Holy smokes, you look so good. Just push. Push. Like, if this comes back down, once again, after this failed move up, I think I have to add. I don't think I have a choice. Okay, I'm going to add. Just throw out a bunch of targets in case there's a quick spike down. But I'm trying to trust this 5 minute. It's looking great. Come on now. Go, go, go. Just dump. Go. There's one target hit. Come on. Keep coming down. Keep coming down. Dump it. Come on. Let it go. Build a snowman or something. Come on. Oh my goodness. Go. Just let it go down. Come on, brother. Go. Go. Go! Push! Push! Thank you! Hit me some more! Go! 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 Come on, hit me. Okay. And these ones I'm just gonna no, okay. No, come on. No, keep dropping, keep dropping. Come on. Don't get away from my stop. Come on, come back down. Come on. Come on. Keep bleeding. Thank you, Pam. I got it now.
Stop, Phil. Stop, Phil.
Well, I'm glad I trusted it. I wish it would have dumped a little bit more, but it is what it is. I was just... I wanted the yellow line. Wanted the yellow line. Couldn't quite get it. Couldn't quite get it, brothers and sisters and furries. Well, hey, if you enjoy the stream, if you want to help support it, this is totally viewer supported. Code Clay, all caps, with any of these prop firms I use, I recommend, I love. I think they're the king of the business. Take Profit Trader, but I know people are at different stages of their journey. So maybe you're using multiple prop firms. But if you're with any of these prop firms and you want to save yourself some money, because Code Clay will give you whatever the current deals are at any of these prop firms. But it also helps you support the stream and ensures that it's going to continue. Because if the stream is going to continue, it's got to make business sense for me to do so. In order for it to make business sense, I can't be any more transparent than saying you got to use Code Clay, all caps. So I appreciate your consideration of that. And for all of you that have been using Code Clay, thank you. That's the reason why it stays ad-free and why the stream itself continues. So I appreciate you doing that. But I'm going to go ahead and call it good. Today was a challenge. Today was a challenge, but that comes with the territory. So if you enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button on your way out. If you're not yet a subscriber, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern at the very latest. Usually I show up early. So if you want to know exactly when I go live, that's where turning on notifications helps out in that regard. So what a doozy today was, but I appreciate you all being here. And like I said, the 99% of you were super supportive the entire time. So I appreciate that. That was helpful on a day like today. But that is all I have. I am mentally spent. That last trade, I got nothing left. So I'm gonna go ahead and wave the white flag. So thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate your time. Like I said, Code Clay, all caps, within these prop firms. Hit that like button on the way out. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.